many of you on the line tonight. All the leaders are here, so congratulations to you. And it won't take much longer, so let me hand it over to my amazing wife, International President's Team member, Elizabeth Lee Grimberg.
Okay, thanks, Clint, and hi, everybody, and thank you for joining us tonight. If you don't have a pen and paper with you yet, please get one now, because we're going to be giving you a few steps to take so that you have the beginning of the year set up perfectly for yourself, and also so that you can write down any questions for us. You can email us after this. And also, of course, to share with your downline who can't be with us online tonight. And also, especially for those of you who are leading your own kickoff meetings in a few days to come, you can use many of the points from tonight in your kickoff meetings. So again, thank you so much. I'm really happy to be online with you. And I want to thank all of you for journeying with us in 2012. And we are behind you 100% so that your 2013 can be unbelievable. But the first thing you need to do before you set off for the new year is to realize that everything that you have today and everything that you've achieved up till now is just a small percentage of your true potential. Okay? And of course, we know each and every one of you, we know what your potential is, and that's why we're so excited for 2013 to see you just take off like a rocket. And you have to also understand that the only person you should try to be better than is the person that you were yesterday. And that's why I really love this quote on this photo here. And so if you look at your 2012, at all your highs and all your lows, and you compare yourself to other people who are doing better than you, who are more excited than you, maybe who started later than you but are doing so much better. Don't compare yourself with other people. Just compare yourself with you. And you can either stop yourself from being successful, or you can compete with yourself to challenge yourself to get better. And so that's why I hope that all of you, really are encouraged to do better than you did last year, do a little bit better than you did yesterday. Okay, so we're going to start off with recognition, and the people that we're going to recognize were actually the top 5 from Asia in terms of volume points, recruiting, and royalties. And these people are top 5 in our team in Asia, not just because they out-produced, out-recruited everyone else, but also because, like I said earlier, they were better last year than they were the year before. Many of them really stretched beyond and really like flew by what they did in 2011. So the first group of people I want to recognize is actually our top volume producers for 2012. Okay, so these are the top 4 volume producers from Asia. And, like I said earlier, instead of competing with people, compete with yourself. But take people's success as an inspiration to you, and really tell yourself that if they can do it, I can do it too. Any one of you online tonight can be on this top 5 list at the end of 2013. And if that's a goal of yours, please write it down, because it's something specific that you can aim for. I mean, look at Nisha, right? Nisha's from Jitra. She was a chapati, she had a chapati shop before. If she can be one of the top 5 volume producers, anybody can be. And look at Xian. She's the 4th highest volume producer with over 54,000 volume points last year. If she, a mother of 2, she delivered her second baby in the middle of 2012. Her husband's not doing the business, she's doing it herself. If she can do it, then any one of you can do it as well. And number 3, we have Narom. He's from a very simple background. He moved back to Kelantan on his own, no support system, no upline to help him, didn't have any downline when he moved back. But he's our top 3 volume producer in 2012. So if he can do it, why can't you? And then we have Saraswati and Kumar. Saraswati is a full-time mother. She has no maid. She has 3 kids. She has a business that she runs, and she had to take care of her sick grandparents, So if she could, be the top 2 volume producers in 2012, why not you, right? And the number 1 volume producers in 2012 are Joanne and Jimmy. And they've also overcome many challenges to be at number 1. They actually produced more than double of what they produced in 2011. And, if you aim to do that, aim to produce double of what you did in 2012 and 2013, you can definitely not only be on this top 5 list next year, but also definitely change your pin, okay? So the next group of people are the top recruiters in Asia. And at number 5, we have Angelia and Chet Norni and his wife. They each recruited 19 people, so we had a tie at number 5. And Angelia is very, very new, just turned full-time in the business. Chet Norni and his wife also just signed up in 2012. But they're at number 5. And again, we have Sien and Amran. Of course, many of you know Amran is part-time. He has a full-time job and he does Herbalife after work. And he's still the top 4 recruiter. And then you have Kevin and Jamie, who had a new addition to the family. And Kevin is also part-time, but top 3 recruiter. And then number 2 is Nurul Azma and Muhammad Sarun, amazing couple from Bagansarai. And they're top 2. They're also very new in the business. And the top recruiters for 2012, number 1 are May and William. They recruited 50 people in 2012. And, they are senior citizens in their mid-60s. And, they don't have any experience in recruitment. He was a regular worker. She was an accountant, but still they're able to recruit 50 people and be number 1. So anyone can do it. And then the last group I want to congratulate are the top 5 royalties in 2012. And here you have Nurliana at number 5. With 2 children. She also had a baby in 2012, had to take care of her very sick grandmother, taking care of her mother, doing this part-time, and she's number 5. Some of you are in her downline, right? And then number 4, we have Boon Fee. Congratulations. Also very, simple guy from a simple background, but able to accomplish top 4 royalties. And then you have Sheena and Rafi with many kids to take care of and, many challenges that they went through in 2012, but they still managed to power through and get to top 3 royalties. And number 2, Joanne and Jimmy learned to build a huge team in 2012 and are on track for the mill team this year. Congratulations, you guys. And then number 1, we have Sian Hui Chin and her husband Cici, and they are in Seremban. Some of you are in their team as well. And again, for someone who moved to Seremban about 1.5, 2 years ago, after leaving Penang, leaving the comfort zone, no system, nobody to work with in Seremban, but is now very, very close to Millionaire Team. She's definitely going to have her first cut this month. And so it's just amazing what you can achieve in Herbalife if you just have a focus. And so even though every one of these people in our top 5 list have different backgrounds, different capabilities, the one thing that they all had in common is that they had goals. And this is really important that you start the year with goals. And I know some of you have not yet written down your goals in the new year. And that's something that you cannot afford to leave till later. You have to do it tomorrow morning. Sit down with your family, sit down with your husband or wife, and put your goals on paper. Okay? So these people in the top five, they either had goals for the amount of volume they wanted to produce. Some of them had a certain pin that they wanted to reach for. Some had the goal of completing their Get 20. Some of them had a goal of inviting X number of people a day. Some of them had a goal of, achieving amazing product results. Like Boonfi has an amazing product result, right? And that alone could have inspired his team to get him to top five royalties, right? But the key is you have to have some kind of a focus. And so these are the four areas that I'd like you to focus on when you're setting your goals. And I'm advising you to do this only because this is what I do. This is what I've been taught, is to divide your goals into four categories. So you have your business goals, your lifestyle goals, your physical goals, and your spiritual goals. But instead of calling this my goals, I thought it was much more exciting to call it my achievements, as though you have already achieved this. So you are owning it 100%, and without a doubt, you're going to, at the end of this year, look at all these achievements and say that I did every one of these, okay? So if you are going to be meeting with your team in the next couple of days, please also, you can do this as a team exercise, and people can take turns sharing the top goals on their list, but definitely also with your family, for yourself, and with your spouse. So Clint and I actually did it this morning, and these are our goals. So we have lifestyle, spiritual, business, and physical. And you can see lifestyle goals to me means these are the things that I'm going to give love and generosity to ourselves and those that we love and care for. So one thing that I want to give myself is I want to, for example, I want to join a professional choir so that I can sing once a week. And Clint wants to have one date night with me a week, right? And Clint wants to learn to play the piano. And we want to have Christmas with our entire family. Then we have our spiritual goals, our business goals, our physical goals. Physical goals is for Clint, for example, he wants to get his body fat down to 12% in the next 90 days. Some of you may have the same goal. My goal is to complete a 5K marathon this year. And so you can see that when you're making your goals, they need to be SMART goals. So please write down in your notes SMART, SMART. SMART, S stands for specific, M stands for measurable, A stands for attainable. That means it's realistic, and R is realistic, and T means there's a time frame. So when you set your goals, you want to make sure that they're very specific. You know exactly when you want to achieve it by. And another one here is like in the spiritual one, we have, for example, meditating every day, reading the Bible, finishing a certain book by a certain time, give 20,000 to charity in 2013. Okay, so they're all specific and they're realistic. It's very possible for us to do all of these things. Okay, and once you have your goals down on a piece of paper, you need to put it somewhere that you can see it every day. So what we did with all these goals is we put them into a Word document. We typed them all and they fit in one page, and we're printing that page out, and we're going to stick it on our bathroom mirror so that we can see it every single day, okay? And that's what you need to do. And then the next thing that I did is I created a mission statement for myself. And this is something that you're going to think about every single day as you're working towards your goals. Because when you have a bad day, you're not going to feel like going to work. And so you have to come up with a mission that's going to get you really inspired, so that even on a bad day, reading this mission statement is going to get you out the door and talking to people. So first you have to choose a mission statement that inspires you, then you have to